And right when you're about to cross the finish line and finish your story, oh wait, what's that in the distance? It's a much bigger superstar that hasn't been around in a very long time, coming to take it all away from you.
There is a lot of turmoil surrounding the situation between The Rock, Roman Reigns, and Cody Rhodes. We are now wondering, did The Rock essentially just steal Cody Rhodes' WrestleMania spot? Of all my years of being a WWE fan, this is one of, if not the most outrageous situation I've ever seen blown up on the internet. Twitter is going crazy. Hashtag We Want Cody is everywhere. Celebrities, TMZ, everything, everywhere. This is absolutely insane. It's so confusing too because there's no certainty of which direction the WWE was planning to go or is going anymore. Like, we already had so many questions about the Royal Rumble alone, from CM Punk's injury. Was that a last-second decision to have Cody win? I believe that it wasn't and that Cody was supposed to win the entire time, but we don't know 100% for sure, and we never will know. But regardless of that, we saw it. We saw Cody point at Roman Reigns right after winning the Royal Rumble match. He was clearly making it known that he wanted Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. He pointed at the WrestleMania 40 sign and pointed at Roman Reigns. And in just 6 days, the WWE has managed to turn what was such a simple finale to a long-term story that we've all been waiting for into one of the most confusing situations in the history of WrestleMania. Now, unless the WWE does a WrestleMania 30 Daniel Bryan type of situation, the only thing that is clear at this exact moment is that it seems that Roman Reigns versus The Rock will main event WrestleMania 40. And the thing that sucks the most about this, it's not even just the Cody Rhodes part, it's the fact that this is a match that most of us wanted to happen. And it didn't necessarily need to happen at WrestleMania 40, but it's a match that we've all wanted for years. And now that it's happening, we all hate it. We hate the idea of it. Well, let me make my position on this clear. I personally believe that the IWC is madly overreacting. And yes, I understand Cody got screwed out of his spot. The reports were that The Rock is the one that pushed for this match to happen now. And the issue isn't the match itself, it's the booking and the timing. Because the very moment that Cody Rhodes won the Royal Rumble, any idea of The Rock versus Roman Reigns should have been put off for at least after WrestleMania 40. WrestleMania 41 or some Saudi event, SummerSlam, whatever. It should have been pushed at least till after WrestleMania and after Cody Rhodes takes the title from Roman Reigns. So yes, I do believe in two things. One, that this booking decision is just stupid, it's idiotic, but I also believe that this can be fixed. And with that, here's how I think they can save this situation. So the groundwork to making a very confusing situation at least less confusing has already kind of been laid out by Cody Rhodes on SmackDown. And here's the part where I think that the IWC is a little bit overreacting. I think that if you pay attention to what Cody Rhodes said, word for word, then you will notice that what he said gives them an out to make this situation, although I do think it's bad, at least somewhat reasonable. And that thing that he said was, Roman, I'm coming for you. I'm coming for that title, but not at WrestleMania. Now, he didn't clarify when that would be. He didn't say that it would be before or after WrestleMania, but with that line, it has to be before WrestleMania. Instantly, people started guessing that Cody meant that he's going to challenge Seth Rollins for the World Heavyweight Championship instead by not choosing Roman at that moment. But no, him saying not at WrestleMania makes me think that this match is going to still happen, and it's going to happen at the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. And also, we know that the recent reports were that Roman Reigns is not scheduled to compete or even appear at that event. But things always change. It was never confirmed that he won't be there. Things always change. And especially now that CM Punk and Seth Rollins won't be at that event, and it's a big stadium show, so something big has to happen there. The Elimination Chamber matches themselves, although I love them, they are not that special for a stadium show to have nothing else on it, to have a lack of star power and what have you. So if WWE does decide to move up Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes for the WWE Championship at the Chamber, and you have Cody Rhodes win the title there, it's not as special as WrestleMania because there is nothing like WrestleMania, but it's still a big stadium show. It's going to be around 60, 70,000 people. It's a WrestleMania type size crowd. So it's still going to feel like a big moment. It'll be like the modern version of Eddie Guerrero winning the WWE Championship from Brock Lesnar at No Way Out 2004. And I know what people can say against this, that Cody's story should end at WrestleMania and whatever. But think about it. Cody's story was only about winning the WWE Championship from the beginning. 2 years ago on Raw, the night after his return, he said it was all about that title. He never said it was about winning it at WrestleMania. He even never mentioned that it had to be against Roman Reigns. Now, since WrestleMania 39, it has kind of shifted and became about beating Roman Reigns. But then again, he never said that himself. Not exactly until this past SmackDown when he did say that, Roman, I am coming after you and that title. And this is where I think it also changed. Because of the way things went at WrestleMania last year, it became personal to Cody that it is Roman that he beats. But even then, he never said it had to be at WrestleMania. Thus, him saying, it won't be at WrestleMania when I do this. Because the whole idea of us as the IWC saying that it had to happen at WrestleMania, that was all us saying it. Cody Rhodes himself never said it. But here's where I think this storyline becomes a little bit deeper. Because Cody wants to destroy Roman now that it's personal to him, I think that Cody's mission is deeper than just beating Roman for the title. It's completely crumbling the bloodline and Roman Reigns. Maybe he sees that taking the titles from Roman isn't enough to crumble him. He sees that taking the title is just step one, but taking his position at the head of the table away from him is much, much more bigger and would be the final blow to Roman Reigns as the tribal chief. And Cody Rhodes knows that just beating him for the title isn't going to do that, but having someone that's within that bloodline, being The Rock, beat Roman Reigns on the biggest stage in the main event of WrestleMania would be the moment where everything crumbles for Roman Reigns and the bloodline. Because at that moment, when The Rock has his hand held up high and Roman is laid on his back looking at the stars with no title and no legitimate case for being the head of the table, for being the tribal chief, everything for Roman crumbles. And that is how you justify Cody Rhodes giving up the main event of WrestleMania to The Rock. Cody didn't give up his title match, his moment to finish his story. He gave up something that he already had, and that's a WrestleMania guaranteed main event on night 2, because we know that even if Cody wins the title from Roman before, The Rock versus Roman Reigns is the night 2 main event. But that's not part of Cody's story. Cody's story isn't main eventing WrestleMania, and if it was, well, he already did that. Cody's story is just winning the title, but what's personal to Cody is making Roman Reigns suffer. And that is why I think that the IWC might be overreacting a little bit with the hashtag We Want Cody and all the backlash, because I truly believe that Triple H has this planned, has this exact scenario, this storyline in the bag. And maybe I'm naive, maybe they will ruin it and none of this will happen. Maybe Cody will face Seth for the 85th time. Maybe they'll even make this a triple threat match. Either way, those are both terrible ideas. They should not even consider that. The only way to save this is to do this exact scenario, because the story now becomes Roman's downfall. And you guys can't seriously tell me that you wouldn't enjoy seeing this play out on TV. I mean, I'm a big Roman Reigns fan myself, and I can tell you that I'm just about sick of this title reign myself because of the fact that Roman doesn't show up every week like he used to. It's time for a change, and that change starts now with Cody Rhodes winning the title at the Chamber and The Rock giving him the final blow and taking away his seat at the head of the table.